Maybe tell us a little bit about that 1985 Masters, playing with Seve on Sunday, and then what happened, that next week. Would you let us in on that story?
I was trying not to look at leaderboards. That was around that time because I had already finished second at the British Open a few months earlier to Seve, and second at the British Open again a few years before. And anyways, I made a determined effort not to look and just play as good as I could. So I'm coming off the nine screen. I think I'm even par for the front nine, which I always thought was the harder nine. And I thought, well, I think I've closed the gap, to Curtis and to Raymond, and I knew I was ahead of Seve. And I took this little glance over to the right, and there's this huge leaderboard, and I see whatever Curtis was 4 shots ahead of me, and I couldn't believe it. So I'm going on my way to the 10th tee, and literally thinking something like, okay, you're four behind, you got 9 holes, you got to go for everything. I couldn't care less, literally, if I finished second or 20th. It made no difference. I wanted to win a major. And so I went for the perfect shot pretty much on every time I pulled the club. Like I remember 11, the hole was 4 or 5 steps from the water left. I went straight at it, which is not the way I play golf. And then I pulled it 3 yards, and it just stayed out of the water. Just stayed on the green. Um, but I played really good golf. I was 5 under the next 8 holes, and I could hear by the way the crowd reacted that things were unraveling behind me, and I had the sense that people were showing more interest in what I did and not necessarily what's happening behind me. So birdied 17, and again now I looked at the leaderboard on purpose to see, well, where am I? Do I need to birdie the last or make par, or what's happening? And I had a 2 shot lead, and I'm going, wow, this is cool. So I'm walking off the 17th green to the 18th tee, and Savvy comes right next to me, puts his arm on my shoulder, and goes, Bernhard, this is yours. You deserve it. You win this one. This is your event, your tournament. And I'm thinking, hey, I still got 18 to go. It's a hard hole.
Right?
No
Like,
guarantees.
you mind if I play the last hole first?